Excuse me, Governor. Got any players? Well, g'day Spurs fans. Paul Hotspur Hippie, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet, here in my natural habitat. That's where I feel like being. It's a miserable day. At least it's dry. At least it's homely. It's got a nice comfy chair. How the transfer window has dampened me a bit. I'm trying to keep my spirits up. Trying to rely on the fact that, you know, it's not over yet. But I can only blame Daniel Levy, I'm afraid. Blame Daniel Levy, man. He got my hopes up. Got my hopes up. I don't know if you recall, but at the beginning of the window I was saying things like, I can't believe what's happened to our club. When we went bang, Kudus, bang, Gibbs White. I thought, things have changed. Fool me once. Well, fool me about 50 times with this club, I tell you what, man. And I get it, look, I don't think we did anything wrong in the Gibbs White thing. But are we going to spend the 60 million on someone else? There's no firm links. No firm links now. Look, I'm not expecting us to be, you know, a Chelsea, a Liverpool, a Manchester City. But Arsenal seems to be doing a bit of business, and I think we should be comparable with them. You know, with this is a low roof here. With all the business ventures and bullshit that we've been doing, and so far, Kudus, good signing. And the Japanese player we've signed, Kota Takai, injured, apparently, injured. I don't know if that's Frank's rigorous training methods, or if people are still saying that, well, I suppose Ange broke the player before he came here. Such is his reach of chaos and catastrophe. It's really disappointing, isn't it? It's really disappointing. Look, I think we have got a decent squad, but not to compete on all fronts. Not a chance. And I think midfield needs bulking up a bit. We've got like 500 forwards. We've got a load of centre backs. We don't have too many full backs. Well, we've got three, haven't we, really? Plus Ben Davis as a filler-inner. Midfield, we've got quite a lot of personnel, but we haven't got a lot of consistent personnel. That's the issue I had with last season, really. The likes of especially Maddison and Bentancur really can play well, and if Frank can get them to do that consistently, I think it's going to be all right. But if they don't, I don't see it. I don't see where the improvement's going to be this season. Okay, we might finish a bit higher in the league. Top four's looking a bit unlikely, I'd say, at the moment. And are we going to win a cup? No, I don't think so. We might get out in the early rounds as usual. Now, look, when the season starts, I will pick myself up. There's no doubt about it. Always do. And look, I'm going to be happy to see them play. They're playing Arsenal tonight. I might well do a watch along tonight. I'm pretty much over my sickness, but you know, I have to work long hours now to catch up because you don't get sick pay doing the independent transport and logistics that I do. So I've got to catch that back up, because the one thing I just want to be nice and guilt-free, have a day off when the Super Cup arrives. That's what I want. But I think it's at 9 or 9:30 tonight, so it's not tremendously late. Just depends what sort of day I have in the car. Pissing down with rain. That's why I'm in Misery Alley here. But Levy, I mean, it's all well and good saying these things and getting people's hopes up, but you got to deliver. You got to deliver. And yet again, he's not delivering, is he? It's shocking. If you ain't going to do anything like this, just don't say it. You know, when Ange said, you know, that famous thing, I always win in my second year, he had reason to think he could do it. Maybe it was apparently a little bit far-fetched at Tottenham until he actually did it, but there was no reason that he thought that he wouldn't be able to achieve it. Whereas Daniel Levy saying that we're going to win the Premier League and we're going to win the Champions League, you've got no reason to say that. That's based on bullshit. It's based on vibes. You know, I think he was trying to capitalise on our good spirit as a fan base, especially after that parade we had. Capitalise on that, get people going, and then when it comes to deliver it, nothing. And I was just wondering, is Levy so stupid when it comes to football? And I think the answer is probably a yes to this. Does he genuinely think that the signings we've made in the last, say, 2 seasons, plus the 1.5 we've done this season, does he genuinely think that that is enough to challenge? I think he thinks that. There's a story a friend of mine told me, and it's not really an ITK story. It's sort of a friend of a friend. Now, when it was let me see, it was a guy, he knew someone who somehow ended up in this function in Daniel Levy's box, and Levy's wife at the time said, I don't know why the fans are complaining. We spent all that money on Ndombele. That's what they think, these people. They have not got they've just not got a clue about football. They think, oh, well, I've spent a bit of money, why aren't we winning? And I think Daniel Levy probably got rid of Ange because he genuinely thinks we're good enough. And now, look, I'm not having a pity party over Ange. I think Thomas Frank will do well and hopefully better than Ange. There's no, you know, but he's not getting any backing so far, is he? So all we can hope for is the last minute scramble for players that are discontent, or clubs that have to flog players because of all the accounting rules. You know, that's why I'm hanging around here under the underpass, seeing if I can drum up a bit of business, because this is what we're going to be ending up getting, and it ain't good enough. It ain't good enough. The guy is so myopic, he's got his eyes up his own arsehole. He doesn't understand football, really doesn't. And I'm not seeing any changes. Dear oh dear, I was fooled again, thinking, hey, maybe something has happened. Nah, we got that idiot in charge. It doesn't matter who's sitting in the chairs on the Titanic, you know, Vinay or, you know, Johan Langer or any of that. It's not going to make any bloody difference to our season. And I think we're going to see pretty quickly, you know, we are going to get injuries now. Hopefully it won't be as catastrophic as it was last season, because that was terrible. But we're going to pick up 2, 3, you know. You're always going to have a couple of players in the sick room at a time, and we haven't got the personnel to challenge on one front, let alone 4. It's disappointing, man. It's disappointing that yet again, you know, this has got shades to me of the Conte's second summer transfer window, sort of, where we wanted centre backs at that time. Remember, when we got loads of centre backs now, we want centre back. Who did we get? Clement Longley. That was it. It's just the same again. We're 2 players bloody short every fucking year at this club. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to some of the signings sometimes, you know. There doesn't seem to be strengthening areas we need strengthening. It's just, who can we get at a bargain? That seems to be it. That's the thing. That's the Tottenham process at the moment. Oh, we can have him on the cheap, we'll have him. Do we need him? No. You know, we need probably a decent midfielder or two. And hey, look, transfer window's still got a bit of time to go, but at the moment it's fucking real piss poor from Daniel Levy. And the hire of that guy to sit there, get rid of one manager. You know, what's his excuse going to be for sacking Matt to Frank? Because if Frank don't win the Premier League, what? Well, we should, because we've been spending money and we should have it. Well, no, it ain't going to happen, mate. It ain't going to happen. You're going to have Zinedine Zidane, Ancelotti. We ain't winning no fucking Premier League or Champions League the way we are at the moment. We'll be lucky to get through this season with our heads held high, you know? Not good enough. Not good enough. Anyway, till next time. Peace and love, man. Come on, you Spurs.